Hey Cheryl, how you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for letting us interview you today about your fitness journey. I really appreciate it. Um, yes. So Cheryl's in Brisbane. Um, well, do you want to just get into it? We'll get into the questions. What do you reckon?
Let's get into
All
it.
right. Can you take us back to a moment you decided it was time to make a change, and what was your why? What would you say?
Well, I was thinking about this one, and Steve and I were working at Lone Pine, and we were scrubbing the koala branches, scrubbing the poop and the wee off, and we were just talking. And because I didn't really know what Steve did. I just had seen his car that it said on the back window, 12-week challenge. And I was like, who's that? Who does that? And then I learned that it was you. And then I think we were just talking about fitness, and you just encouraged me to join. And I did. And I haven't looked back. So that was what encouraged me. And also being able to fit fitness in with life. And I think that's easier when you can do it from home.
Nice, very good. Yes, I remember that now. I remember that conversation. When it first started, I'm thinking, yeah, I remember that. What were some of your biggest challenges you faced before joining the program? Would you say?
Mhm. For me, it is time. I've got 2 kids, um, and I work full time. So just I used to go to a gym, and that dropped off in COVID. And but when I used to go to the gym, I'd have to put my kids in the crèche and um just have to make sure everything was in place before I could focus on what I needed to do. So but being able to work from home, and just kind of look at the schedule and see what fits in with my life, it's so good. Like even just waking up 5 minutes before and being like, let's do this, it really is great for me.
So good. That's good. It's a good answer. Uh, have you tried? Well, the next question is: Had you tried other fitness, programs, etc., and what made this experience different to you? So I'm guessing that would
Yeah.
that would answer that one.
Well,
Um,
I will say, Steve, like, when I was going to a gym, I did get intimidated. Like, I I used to love doing classes, where there was an instructor, but when I would go upstairs and is I would, not really do any weights because I didn't feel like I was doing, so I'd always stick to the treadmill and the elliptical. Do you know what I mean? But having someone there to give advice and give you corrections, is great. Yeah, I feel less intimidated.
oh, that's so good. I'm so glad you trained with me, mate. I'm really glad. I'm so glad about that. As I've told you many times before. Um, what was your first what was your first workout like? Can you remember what it was like?
I can, and I remember it was quite funny because I was like, I don't know where am I going to work out? Like, I didn't know what to expect. I think I took my phone outside, and I was just trying to. I didn't know where to set my phone down, and then it was all a bit of a, and I didn't have any of the equipment, but it was still quite fun, and yeah, and now I have, acquired a few different weights and the bands and a few different things at home. So now I've got a little station in my living room where I've got all my weights and my steps, and yeah. So but yeah, at first I didn't know what to expect, but you just need to take the leap, and then you'll learn.
Yeah, and like I always try and help people out with what they need first, but I guess it's a little bit like you just like I guess everyone's a bit like that. We're actually making up FAQs at the moment so that people can um, kind of have a better idea of when they join, like what they need. But you can. I had one lady train with me for 2 years with just the cans in a cupboard.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. She never bought any weights ever. Surprised me, to be honest. Um, was there a moment where you thought, "Wow, this is really working for me"?
I think just being able to literally roll out of bed, put some clothes on, and even like when you go to the gym, you kind of feel like you have to wear good clothes. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a little bit of a fashion parade. I don't know, but you could just wear any clothes, like because you're in your own home. Um, and if you sniff your shirt and it smells a little bit bad, you can get one more wear because nobody can smell you. So yeah, just I think I feel a lot more comfortable in my working out in my own home.
That's so good to hear. Anna from Coffs Harbour said that too when she, yeah, she said about being, you know, she doesn't, yeah, she can wear anything and she can jump out of bed and it doesn't matter if she's a bit whiffy. That's what she said, something like that. What's something surprising you learned about yourself during this journey? What would you say?
Well, I really enjoy weights. And I never thought that that's something. I always imagine weights being like a bodybuilder thing. I don't know why. But and then you've talked about it a little bit about how weights is good for bone density, and so I feel like I'm doing something good for myself, especially when I'm doing weights. And I always do the Thursday evening. Well, I try to do the Thursday evening weight session. But yeah, I really enjoy weights and Friday disco. Like I never thought aerobics would be for me, but I really love all the scoops and the free ranging dancing. Like I love it's my second favorite.
Oh, so good. What else? How has your mindset around fitness and weight loss and exercise changed since you started? What would you like all that kind of like all fitness stuff?
um, I feel like it's doable. Um, I when I well, because my kids are 10 and 12 now, but when they were little, it just felt like another thing. Do you know what I mean? That I was like, oh, it's another thing I've got to do, and like I felt like I couldn't sometimes because of life. But being able to work out at home, and my kids might be on the couch or whatever. And then I do love you always text me on a Monday if I don't come in. So I always like sometimes I'm like, oh, I've got to work out on a Monday morning, so I can beat Steve, like not to like so he doesn't text me. But no, it's good that you check up on me so I know I'm accountable. So
Well, that's yeah, well, very good. Were there any moments where you wanted to give up, and what kept you going? What would you say?
um, I think after I think everyone knows I had um I had a mastectomy this year. So when I came back from that, like getting used to a different body, I was like, oh, it feels this is too hard. But being in my own house and being comfortable and having variations of things to do and not feeling self-conscious about not doing things the whole way. And yeah, when I got up to 100 sessions the other day, I was yeah, I felt really good about that just recently because I remember 3 months ago, I was like, what have I done? Like, what is like gonna happen? Like, what's my body? So it was really good to come back from that, and I felt at that time I was like, oh, I can't. It would be easy to not do this, but now that I have done it and my body feels back to normal, it's good.
Proud of you, mate. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you've chosen to stay with us, and it means so much. Hey, I'm so happy for you. Hey, so good. What was one of the toughest obstacles you faced, and how did you overcome it? Was it?
Yeah, that was coming back after surgery was. I really wanted to come back early, so also it was an obstacle of not coming back too early. So, because I had all this time on my hands, and I thought, oh, I could probably do a little bit of this, but waiting till I was fully had a doctor approval, that was important. But yeah, just coming back after the surgery was a big thing.
I remember actually when you sent me that text saying about coming back. Well, I think I texted you to say how you going, and then you said you wanted to come back, and
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, have you got a clearance?" And you're like, "Oh, not yet." And I said, But I remember you saying, "Oh, maybe I could do some stretches," and I was like, "I think you should just get checked first before we
Yeah.
do anything. You need to go and make sure you're 100%." And so, yeah, obviously that was, well, it was only a couple or three, 2 or 3 more weeks, but it was well worth the wait because you're
Mm.
back now and there's no, you know, bad stresses on your body or anything. You got through it, you recovered properly, and I think
Mhm.
that was, personally for me, that was really important. Um, have you been have there been any non-scale victories or that were just as exciting as seeing the numbers change or energy levels, confidence, fitting into old clothes, better shape, whatever it was, or obviously recovering, like that was pretty.
Recovering, and even just I think after I had kids, I did put on a lot of weight, and it's come off. Like, I know my kids are getting older now, but that weight really stuck around. So, now I've kind of in a place where I've reached a nice plateau, all my clothes fit, and I'm not changing. So that's good rather than, I was a little bit yo-yoing, you know. And I did the shakes and I did the things, to try and lose weight after having kids, but now I'm just normal. I have good habits and I don't have to diet. I'm just maintaining, which
Yeah.
is a
And
good thing.
you seem really content in your own skin, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
I think, and I just feel good. So, I think I said the other morning, oh, I had an internal dialogue. When my alarm went off, I was like, I could really keep sleeping. And then I usually, when I have those thoughts, try and see if there's a workout I can do in the afternoon. And I was like, oh, I can't. No, I've got this in the, I've got to take my kids to scouts. I have to go. So, but yeah, just having that flexibility and timetable around my life. Yeah, I've been able to have some good habits.
very good, very good. Yes, well, I've noticed you've been very consistent. That's for sure. Um, uh, um, and what's something you can do now that you never thought was possible before? What would you say about that?
Um, well, last year doing the 10 kilometer, so that was something I've never really enjoyed running, but having that goal of doing that and having a team around, our Halligan's fitness team, that was really motivation to do it, and yeah, I don't really like running, but I did it. So, and that year in the lead up to the 10 kilometer, I did did a few park runs, and I did a run at Dream World, and I did the bridge to Brisbane. So, putting your mind to something and just putting a goal there was good.
And what
Yeah.
about the raw challenges too?
Oh, yeah, and the raw challenge, like, some
Yeah.
of those things I didn't think I could do, but having the team around to kinda push you up and over things and trying to, yeah, go outside of your comfort zone is, yeah, good.
Yeah, I've been alongside you, mate, and you've been awesome. No doubt about that. Um, so what's the next one? If you could go back and give yourself advice, your past self advice, starting the journey, what would you say? Would you say anything?
I would just say just start. Just start. Yeah. Um, you just sometimes you can put things off or you think you think that there's obstacles, but there's workarounds for everything, even if it's like, "Oh, I can't work out at home. I haven't got any of the things." But I've gradually, like, even on the weekend, I got some 3 kilo weights, which doesn't sound like much, but I've been doing 2 kilo these ones,
Yeah,
you know? And because I've got two, I had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I didn't have threes, but I couldn't do 4 kilo. What are these called again?
shoulder blades. Yeah, yeah,
Shoulder presses. I couldn't do 4 kilo shoulder presses. So I've got some threes. So I'm gonna work up to four, like work up to something heavier. So yeah, so just getting equipment like
yeah. You
slowly.
don't need to. You don't have to. You don't have to have the whole lot.
Yeah.
It's like I say. I, Beck in Young. She started with salt and pepper shakers, and now she's bought dumbbells and she's up to threes and that. And it
Yeah,
really doesn't matter what you start with, as long as you start, like you say.
yeah.
Um, and what would you tell somebody who's feeling stuck and unsure about starting their own fitness journey? Would you say just start?
Yeah, I would say just start, and it's a lovely group, like, everybody's really encouraging. Stevie, you're very encouraging, and you always make sure you encourage everybody. Um, yeah, I would just say just do it. It's really inexpensive, and you get a lot for your money, I feel. So, just do it, yeah.
Thank you. How do you see your fitness journey evolving from here, and what's next for you? What would you say,
Yeah.
Cheryl?
Well, I haven't got any specific goals at the moment. I really just want to maybe get to 200 before the year's ends, Just hit 100, so I got to try and yeah, hit 200. I really love that you count the sessions, and I really look forward to hearing what number I'm up to, and
Yeah,
if I do 5 a week, I can maybe make it by
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, maybe getting to 200 would be, and then I'd like to start doing park runs again, and getting my kids running. So, yeah, they're pretty sporty, but it's a family activity. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, you know, your kids can do it with you with this as well. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. I keep telling them, but they're a bit shy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, some kids can be like that.
Yeah.
What's your go-to song that gets you pumped up for a workout? What would you say?
Um, I really like the Club Fiesta song with About Damn Time. What's her
Oh,
name?
yeah, Lizzo.
Lizzo, that's it. Yeah, I really love that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
So yeah, that one gets me going. Yeah.
And if your fitness journey had a theme song or movie title, what would it be?
Oh, I Googled this before. Um, oh yeah. I was like, oh, you remember that song by D Ream? Things can only get better. Things
Yeah,
can only get better. That's just thinking about where I've been in this year. So
well,
yeah.
they certainly are getting better for you. There's no doubt about that. You smashed it, mate. Yeah, so impressed. Hey. And I guess like you said before, in a situation like that, it would be very easy for somebody to just go, I need a break. I need 12 months off, or and then never come back and never do
Yeah.
anything again because it's all too hard to start and just
Yeah.
completely fall off the wagon. But you didn't. As soon as you were finished, like as soon as you were cleared, you were straight back, and you
Yeah.
started slow and you built up. But
Yeah.
you absolutely, you should be so
Yeah.
proud of yourself,
Like,
honestly.
I will say, when you go through something like that, and with any kind of obstacle, like, it's it's a bit of a mind thing, about, I don't know, it's easy to fall into a hole and feel sorry for yourself, but then when you do a workout, you actually get those feel good
Endorphins and stuff.
hormones or endorphins or whatever, and then you're like, "Okay, I didn't feel like it, but I did it, and now I feel good." So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great answer. And what's one healthy habit you never thought you'd enjoy, but now you love? What would you say? Or weights, I guess. That's
Yeah,
one.
well, I really enjoy weights. If I don't have an early start at work, I really love morning sessions, and just having done my workout for the day, and then you kinda start the day on a good foot. I do start work early, and I can't, get it in before work, but when I do, I always feel like I've started the day on a good steed, and I just feel good for the whole day, so
Very good. I'm all out of questions. Hey,
Yay, that went well.
is there anything else you wanted to say at all? Or you pretty
Yes.
much.
Well, I just say that I'm really proud to be part of the Halligan fitness team. It's really awesome to train online. Like I say, it fits. Like, I work full time, and my kids have so many. They're in scouts and they do things, but I can just kind of look, where I can fit in something and I don't need to go anywhere. There's no commuting and there's no having to put them in creche or whatnot. So it's just a really good working on out online is good to fit in to your life. Like I feel. And then when there's opportunities to catch up, whether it's at the Story Bridge or do you know what I mean? Like, or
Yeah.
at the beach, that's really nice. You can actually see people that you've been seeing online in person, and that's a bit of a buzz. And we've had lunch together. Like, it really is a lovely community. So, yeah,
It's funny you say that because when I first started, there's people all over Australia, as you know, and I've met like probably at least 75% of them now, and I would have never thought that I would have, but I've had some come here, on the Gold Coast, or like they're in Brisbane and they come down here, or I've gone down, like I've been all over the place now. I'm going to be in Sydney next week, and like honestly, I've met so many people, and they've all kind of like you say, like we're in Brisbane that time, and we've done the Gold Coast 10K together, and raw
yeah,
timbers, and like
it's
I said,
great.
beach. We've had lots of times where we've all been together, and I would have never dreamt that would have happened, but it's happened a lot, like a lot more than people ever would have imagined would have happened. So yeah, that's something that I've really been surprised by myself, to be honest. But
Yeah,
it's
so
true.
good.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, I guess we should wrap it up. I know you've got to go and pick up your kids, so you don't want to be late for them. But
Yeah,
thanks so much, Cheryl. I absolutely adore you, mate, and I'm so grateful that you've chosen to train with us. And I love training. I love having you in the group, mate. I'm sure you know that. I've told you many times before. And you're definitely one of
very
my favourite
inclusive.
members.
It's lovely.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, I really think the world of you, and I'm so glad that you had a tough year, but you just got straight back up on your feet, and you should be so proud of yourself, and your family should be too, because you're a freaking legend. Hey, so thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
shucks,
you.
thanks.
All right, well, I'll let
Leave it
you go. Yeah,
there.
I'll see you hopefully tonight in a session. Hopefully, or
Yeah, yeah,
tomorrow.
I've got one in my mind tonight.
All right, Lydia. Very good. Well, I'll see you
Okay,
soon. Yeah.
okay, see you
All right.
soon. Alright, bye,
Bye.
Steve.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.